All right, guys, welcome back. Podcast number 3. I'd like to welcome our first guest on the show, Mike Kurre, on the bottom right of my screen. Let's welcome him. I get respect from everyone besides David in the chat. He's the only one that didn't clap. All right. Anyway, on today's agenda, we have David's. We'll get that World Cup crap out of the way. 1 minute.
Get that out of the way.
1 minute there.
Now,
We're gonna talk.
and it's time for David's World
Wait,
Cup
not yet,
minute.
not yet. I'm going through the outline. Then we have Jets Jaguars Thursday night prediction. We talked about it last week actually, but we never actually made picks. So we're
Why does your name have a bunch of numbers behind it?
not the time, David. Not the time.
You could change your name on the thing.
All right. And then we have. I honestly the rest of this I feel like it's going to be Mike and James pitching at each other. That's all it was today in our group chat. I assume it's going to get pretty ugly.
It was.
Yeah, you want to start this minute? Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have to-
Welcome to David's World Cup minute, brought to you by nobody. And I'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
That final was pretty sick. Did you guys watch it?
That can't be all
I
you
would
have.
Suck.
I was at MetLife and they had it on the big screen. And Mbappe scored pretty much every time he touched the ball in the second half. Had a hat trick. It was really incredible to watch.
Oh, so you
Soccer
did get
goals.
to? Did you watch it live?
Yeah, it was on the
That was
scoreboard.
major.
This is my minute.
I'm sorry.
Every time soccer goals are the coolest goals to watch score. They're just always so beautiful. Today was the first day the Premier League went back, so things are back to business as usual. I'm really wondering how Messi and Mbappe ever lose a game together being on the same team, but apparently they hate each other, is what my roommate told me. And they kind of just don't pass each other the ball and they fight over free kicks. So yeah, World Cup was kind of cool. Watching soccer every 4 years is pretty cool. Let's bring it home. Team USA.
And that was David's World Cup minute, brought to you by nobody. Please, a special shout out to David and the World Cup. We'll figure out what we're doing next week for David's minute.
That
But
might
it
have
will
been
not
so bad. I'm like,
He's
left
not getting a minute for every show.
The World
It's
Cup was
ridiculous.
sick. I
Mike
don't know
just
what you guys
left
are
mid pod because of
All right,
how
let's
bad
move on.
that made it
No,
was.
I
It's
do.
over.
I was just about
So
to
our
say,
first
I got
topic,
kicked out.
George Russell said. Our first topic, George Russell said that it's not fair for F1 to keep new drivers hanging over the
David,
Logan
it's not funny, dude. Stop.
What?
over the
Oh my
Logan.
god, no one gives
Go
a
ahead,
shit
David.
about
Go
F1.
ahead.
No, don't go ahead. No, I'm stopping this.
Were you?
Let's move on.
I'm the hook. All right,
All
let's
right,
go.
let's move on.
Let's
We're not
get our
doing
picks
this.
out of the way.
Jets Jaguars predictions,
David, I
please.
did personally love the World Cup final. It was a great game. But besides that, yeah, let's move on.
Mike, your audio is
Did you
shit.
really?
Yeah, maybe
All right,
the
Mike, you work on
the $13,000 microphone
you
isn't
work
doing
on
it.
that audio. The rest of it, we're gonna start with our picks today. What's the spread on tomorrow's game, David?
I'm actually not sure.
James?
Uh,
I don't know either.
Good.
I haven't
We're
been
well
in weeks.
prepared. Mike, you don't even know what a spread is. So
wait, I'm looking it up. Courtesy of the FanDuel Sportsbook.
I'm assuming the Jets are favored.
probably even.
I would say minus 2.5
Exact
for
line.
New York. I'd say minus 2.5.
David, you have it.
The Jets are favored by a point and a half. So basically, home field advantage. It is
so close.
supposed to snow tomorrow. So I don't know how. I doubt that Trevor Lawrence has played many snow games, being from Clemson, and from wherever he was from originally.
What's the over underline?
Over under is 37.5.
Who wants to give David? You want to give your pick?
So I want the Jets to win. It's a must win for the playoffs. Zach Wilson didn't play terrible on Sunday. He played a very good first half, was bad in the third quarter, but then honestly they probably should have had a chance to win if Salah doesn't fumble those timeouts. That was one of the worst late game coaching That was some of the worst late game coaching we've seen all year in the NFL. You have 3 timeouts and 50 seconds to go. You have to move the chains 20 yards. You call the timeout there. You don't let 25 seconds run.
Well, they said that they wanted to not have the Lions challenge Garrett's catch
That's
or something
that's
like
bullshit.
that. They wanted to beat a
James.
challenge.
Salah didn't know he had the
That's what he
timeouts,
said.
and he
I'm
didn't
just
know
saying.
the game situation.
That's what he said.
do we
I'm
have
sure
a pick,
he knew he had
David?
3 timeouts, David. I don't think.
Did he know? Did he
Wow.
know that you can't carry them to overtime though, or in the next game? He kept them in his pocket.
Do we have a pick, David?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's minus
One
one
for
and a
one.
half.
Jets minus 1.5. All right, James.
Oh yeah. I mean, David made a good point with the snow. I think Trevor's being from Clemson, even in Jacksonville. It doesn't snow in Jacksonville.
There we go.
I'm not a
Go
weatherman,
ahead.
but I'd assume that. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to pick against my team. We have to win this one to stay alive. Prime time. It's in MetLife. Crowd has been good all year. I think it's going to be great tomorrow. Must win. I think Zach plays well. I hope. So yeah, I'm not going to bet against my own team. Jets minus 1.5.
Michael.
Easy.
My cousin. I mean,
I don't know. Zay Jones really screwed me over this week.
don't
in
even.
fantasy.
Let's not talk about fantasy, man. That was. I don't want to talk about it. I lost.
Disclaimer to
No one
everybody.
really cares about your fantasy team.
Me and Chris were
No, I
genuinely
got.
screwed.
You should have seen what happened to me in our league. Oh,
Yeah, nobody cares.
But
and thank
I
God.
don't know. I think the Jags have been like Detroit Lions-esque, like kind of gelling the right way and kind of like growing together, kind of the whole thing. So I really don't know. I can't I mean I'm gonna say the Jets because they're my team, but I could easily see it going either way because of weather, because of I think as of this point right now, Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback, but I think that I will take the Jets minus 1.5, but I could see it going either way. To be honest, I think they're respectively equal.
Switch to Verizon. It's your last chance to get our.
There you go, David. There he is. All right, Mike's locked in. Jets 1.5. Mike, what's your pick? Is Mike frozen on your guys' screen?
Yep.
I think so.
Chris,
Where you at, buddy?
Maybe this guest thing. This
Chris,
guest
this
thing might
is
not
great.
be working out.
this is our best one, I think.
Mike.
I think.
Oh, and
I
there
think
he
so.
goes. And that was Mike Kurre, everybody. Brought to you again by nobody.
Josh Allen's going to be the X factor in this game. If he could have an absolute monster of a game like he did against the Bills last year. Sorry guys, if he has a monster game like he did against the Bills last year, no one on the Jets offensive line right now.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, Mike, what's your pick?
Big audio.
And
Big
we can
audio.
hear you.
I switched to my work laptop because I don't know what's going on the other end. Sorry, boys. but I'm
The
good now.
PC never worked well.
Huh?
the
No, it's
PC
not
never-
that. It was something with my audio was messed up.
You were always laggy on the PC last year.
It wasn't lagging. It was like my
You were
microphone
frozen.
wasn't working.
You were frozen on our screen.
Again, I think
Yeah, I know,
this
I
is
did
our
that.
best podcast so far.
All right,
No,
we're
it's
good
not
now.
music
I'm
yet.
locked in now fully. Is it my turn for the pick?
What's your pick?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
This might be
Yeah, it's your turn.
this might be out there, might be ballsy, but I like right now Eagles +5 without Hurts. I like that.
Dude, get with the program. We're not doing full
No,
game.
go ahead.
Jets
Yes, sir,
Jaguars
go ahead.
predictions.
Jets Chargers. I mean Jets Jaguars picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the prime time.
Yeah, for now. It's like you didn't even
Oh my
read the script,
God. All right,
Mike.
fine. Yeah, as if I care about Jets Jaguars, but okay.
Spreads +1.5 for the Jaguars.
The Jaguars are +1.5.
Yes.
I mean, I personally think the Jets are going to win, just because they literally need to win. Like it's a win or die, and the Jaguars, like I mean, then again, they have nothing to lose. But the Jaguars have come off two like insane. They're on like a win streak right now, And they came off some wins. I don't think it's going to consistently happen. And since the Jets need to win, and it's going to be prime time. I think the Jets take it.
The Jags can make the playoffs. They're only a game behind the Titans for their division.
I was just thinking about that. Like they're like, and it just came out today that Ryan Tannehill is not playing. Shout out to my boy, the backup, Malik Willis from Liberty.
Throws the ball 12 times.
Throws the ball 12 times and give it to the king. Go ahead. But Mike, to your point, that's why I mean I don't know if you heard me before, but it's a toss up. I'm gonna go with the Jets because I think they need it more. But I think a pick would be more beneficial for the Jaguars, and a playoff game would be better for the Jets. So that's why I'm picking Jets. But I don't know.
What's your pick, Mike? That. Official pick.
My official pick is the Jets.
Jets. Okay.
And what about the Eagles game?
I'm gonna take the under here. I'm gonna take the under because I don't have faith in Zach Wilson. I hate him. He missed Elijah Moore before the play that Elijah Moore had for a big play, and you just can't do that. He puts up 17 points on the worst defense in the league. Come on. No, that's ridiculous. I'm going to take the under. They're pretty bad pass defense. Okay, well,
the defense got a lot
pretty
better,
bad pass defense. You can't put up 17 points in a must-win game. All right, yeah. So we got our picks locked in.
I think we actually should talk about the Eagles-Cowboys game.
All right.
I brought up a good point. I did.
Is Jalen Hurts playing in that game?
No, he's not playing. But isn't their backup Gardner Minshew?
He's always good.
He's electric.
But it's not even that. My thing with the Eagles is they're such like a talented team, and they have such good pieces. You could just put a semi-decent quarterback in the mix, and I think he can easily win them a game. I don't know.
Put it this way.
I really think +5 is a lock, personally. The Eagles +5, I think it's a lock.
I think if they even use a below-average quarterback like Zach Wilson, they could put up like 100,000 points.
Zach Wilson doesn't know where to throw the ball, so I don't know about that. But
I have a pretty good take that James is going to get mad about when we talk about the Patriots play. Oh, it's going to be funny. All right. Oh, you're going to get mad. What I have to say about that. All right, you guys want to jump into this Mets-Yankees drama? You guys were pretty hot earlier.
No, I'm good.
Sure.
No, you guys got it. James, you want to start, or you have some statistics to start with Mike?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay. All right, don't go too long.
No, I'll start.
Don't be too annoying.
Okay. I'm not. I'll be 2 minutes. I think. I mean, listen, it's Carlos Kurre. Where could you really go wrong? I think the medical concern's a big one. It's his back, apparently, that the Giants were concerned about. And then they moved away from him because they said that Boris said that they wanted to renegotiate, but then they didn't hear anything from the Giants for the rest of the night. That tells me something. And listen, 12 years, whatever, he's never played third base in his career. That's got to be a concern. It's different from short. I would have – listen, it's a good move, but if they don't win the World Series next season, it's a bad move. They need to win next year or it's a bust. And there's paying for it and trying to win. And then there's what Steve Cohen's doing, right? I think it's a little reckless. I think they're locked into a lot of big contracts. Their payroll is $500 million for next season, which is ridiculous. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't want it to bite them in the ass, but I think it's going to bite them in the ass.
This contract is essentially $50. They're paying Carlos Correa $50 million next year because of the luxury tax. That's way too much for an average offensive shortstop.
Isn't he going to play third base for them now? Also, just why would he play third base if he's like one of the best shortstops in the league? That's just dumb to me.
He's best friends with Lindor.
Yeah, but still, like putting his talent at shortstop at third base is, I don't know. It's just
look. If I'm honest, like, did I like the move? Yes. Did I like do a whole scenario in my head saying like, okay, like they have Escobar. Escobar is a third baseman by trade, and they could like kind of rotate Lindor and Correa at DH / like shortstop. They could, and they'd keep them both.
Yeah, I want to take their gloves off the field.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do I like this whole makeshift third baseman? No. But I think, like, look, as a Met fan, look, I feel, being realistic, I know that in the past my life has sucked as a baseball fan from literally like January. January? No, I don't know. Hold on. From like April. From April.
Yeah, sorry, they collect the garbage at 7. So,
From April to October. So yeah, so look, and like 2 years ago, Brody Van Wagenen's tweeting out how he loves the signing of Jed Laurie that could help the Mets, and then this year we have 9 players deep, and honestly, still looking for more.
is
Like,
Escobar still in the pick? Is Escobar gonna get playing time? Because he's a great hitter.
I don't know. Like, look,
That's what I'm saying. I think the move's a little bit. I think they have other holes. There's still holes on this team. Their bullpen is not good enough right now. It's not good enough. It's not. You could tell me you have Adam on. The only legitimate 2 arms in your bullpen is Drew Smith and then Edwin Diaz.
not
That's it.
Robertson.
And tell me you don't know who David Robertson. He
What
sucked in the
about?
playoffs. He's not a
I'm
big,
asking a question. What
big
about
game
like
pitcher.
Rainley? Rainley. Look, a reliever, a reliever coming from
You
Tampa
want
Bay is pretty.
you want.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now, right? You look at all of the contending teams,
Mhm.
like bullpen.
Mhm.
Atlanta's always been good. They've always had a good bullpen. The Mets, for the longest time, it's been the bullpen holding them back.
We'll see. We'll
And
see.
again,
I mean,
they're not. It's gonna happen again. I'm telling you. Adam Ottavino is not a good reliever anymore. Like he almost blew Game 2 of the wild card game for you guys. He's not a high
let's see.
leverage
I mean,
pitcher. He's not.
if they feel they're not done, like at this point, a question: if there's a chance to go out and get Liam Hendricks off the White Sox just because he wants to,
I wouldn't.
I
I wouldn't be
mean,
a fan
but
of
it's
that.
it's another body, another arm.
There's better. There's better, cheaper arms out there
Fine,
than Liam
but the thing is,
Hendricks.
it's still a possibility. But you have to admit, as a Met fan, what we suffer through with having to see crap on the field every single year. Just we have a makeshift World Series in 2015 that happened just because we got on a run. Um, you know,
And that could happen with any
right?
team.
That
Like the
Lugo's gone,
Phillies.
right? How much did he go for?
I don't know how much we went to the Padres.
He wasn't that. He wasn't that expensive, but
Well,
I'm
'cause,
saying
no,
like it's the same thing every year.
I'm adding on to
It's
your point,
always
James. If you didn't go for that much, that was one of their good arms in the bullpen. Like that should have been someone that they should have tried to keep. I don't know what team he went to, or I don't know how much he went for. But if he wasn't yeah,
went to
but
the
if he
Padres.
wasn't
I
that
don't know,
expensive, then
probably.
that could have been a
Oh,
good
Seth
signing.
Lugo?
Yeah.
He wanted to be a starter, he said on the report.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
I'm not
I don't
gonna
know.
I'm not gonna contribute to this conversation because of my past comments and history between Yankees and Mets fans, and what
Because you're a trader
my
and switched over,
comments
yeah.
about how the Yankees overspend for players.
we love you.
So I'm not going to comment. I will say that James was not the first to tweet out the Kurre news this morning.
he was too busy commenting on
sleeping.
Kelly Clarkson music.
Wait, guys! Please welcome to David reading James's tweets. Go ahead, David.
One thing I actually want to talk about. This was on our prep sheet, but James didn't tweet about it.
Mhm.
Caitlin Clark's is the second fastest player to ever reach 2,000 points in women's college basketball.
Oh,
Uh,
shout out
tying
St. John's,
Elena
12-0,
Belladonna.
25th ranked team. They're doing it this year. They're doing it. Women's team, 12-0, 25th in the country.
Isn't the men's team a one-loss team too?
Yeah, but they don't play. They
The
do.
men's
They're
team's a
beating
bunch of
Nova right
frauds.
now.
They're losing. They're down 4, Mike.
They're
Nova
losing now?
sucks.
They were up like 8 right before it came into
They
this.
always
That's
have.
pathetic.
They always have the
If they lose
easiest
to Nova,
non-conference
they-
schedule and then crumble in conference play.
They're not good. Don't be fooled by St. John's.
I
Anyways,
add a
let's
second
get on
What
topic.
topic?
Caitlin
Right.
Clark's doing is really impressive, though. Like 2,000 points in 75
This was
games.
not on the script.
Right, David, that's stop.
I got a
Joke's
different
over,
spreadsheet
dude.
than you guys. I'm talking
Can
about.
I add a topic? Can we talk about this really quick? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry. That was interrupted
You
by.
should be pretty embarrassed.
I'm pretty embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. But can we add some Knicks talk? 8 in a row, 9 in a row.
Knicks are hot. They're playing Toronto. Toronto's going to be a test. They're
Wait.
usually pretty bad.
Yeah.
Against Toronto. So, but they've been struggling. So
Well, I'll say this. I watched the second half of the Warriors game last night.
I didn't.
I like Miles McBride a lot.
that's it.
All right.
What, Mike? What? What?
I did not watch
What?
any of the Knicks game yesterday. I wasn't even there. But
See, I what? Like that's
I'm just saying. I'm
What
just
are you
saying
trying to
that
do?
I feel the Knicks are the best, literally medium team I've ever seen.
I
Like
agree.
you're never like yes, but you're never like no. You're just like okay.
I think the
Are
NBA
the
is
Knicks
but I
the
also
best
think
relevant.
there
team,
aren't.
or are they the worst good team in the East?
The best bad team.
I think they're good. I think they're a good
No,
team.
I think they
listen,
can play
man.
too. They don't. The NBA
I
is
think
not
we're
good
looking
this
at-
year. There's teams losing to everybody. I don't think the Clippers are. I mean, the only like real team out there is the Celtics. I think. I feel like other than that, like anyone's maybe the Grizzlies. I don't know, but maybe other than that, I feel like everyone's beatable.
Not. I don't think the Bucks.
The
are,
Nuggets too
are-
are good.
I think the Bucks are pound for pound the best team.
The Bucks. I think they're done.
I think it's
I think the Celtics.
I think
too.
it's the Celtics.
I think
I
it's the
don't know.
Celtics right now, but I still don't see the Celtics winning at all. I don't know why. I'm not even like a Celtics hater. I just see a team getting hot at the right time and taking them down that
They're
has
so
more
deep.
experience because they're still so young.
You just shoot. I don't know. I think the Knicks could surprise some. I think they could win a round in the playoffs. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
past
I
that.
think a win. I think their season is a win if they get beyond a play-in tournament.
Yes,
If they're a 6.
for sure.
But then what after that? Like, what could they really do to?
I don't
improve
think
their
you
team
really
now?
touch it. Like I think you use like your draft capital to trade for a disgruntled star in the offseason. Like don't like jump the gun because I think right now it seems like
But we
everyone
say
is
that every year and we never do it. Like
Well, the
we
model
had
that works-
Donovan.
Yeah.
Look at the
Build the
Cavs now.
team. The model that's worked in the past has been build the team, get like 8 or 9 solid pieces. James Dolan gets excited again, trades the entire roster for a star, and then we lose. And
That
it
happened
literally
once.
happened with Carmelo Anthony, and then
Yeah, once.
and then we go to the semifinals and lose to LeBron James. So that's
no comment.
Again, that happened one
the
time.
thing. The thing is Thibodeau's playing Jalen Brunson and R.J. Barrett 42 minutes a night. I just don't know if that's sustainable. Like he's gonna have to trust guys like IQ, Derrick Rose,
Rose hasn't been playing.
Grimes.
I hate IQ. I think he's
IQ's good,
horrible.
but he can't be the primary
Barrett-
ball handler. That's why he's good with Brunson. Because when he's a primary ball handler, he's a
Barrett-
chucker.
Barrett and
Chris.
Brunson both played
Randall's
30
been a
minutes
dog
game,
too
by
this
the way.
year. Well, yeah.
Chris, can LaMelo Ball play the 2?
LaMelo?
Yeah.
I don't think he should, but I think he could.
He shouldn't.
I mean, if they had another ball dominant guy, I think he could do it. I think he's best with the ball because he's not a spot up shooter.
I think he's someone that we could see getting disgruntled. I'm not saying to the Knicks, but getting disgruntled very
No,
soon.
I don't think yet, not yet.
But
The Bulls suck. I mean, I think all three of those guys are going to be guys.
give me some Zach
Zach
Levine.
Levine.
I would love me some Zach.
Oh
Levine.
my gosh, you're a terror. No,
I would.
Zach Levine.
Zach Levine's not
sucks.
being used at all.
He's
He has, like,
the
the
most
lowest usage
overrated
rate.
player in basketball.
Chris, Chris, the more the more Julius plays better, the more of a chance Obi gets traded.
I
Obi's
don't want to see
collecting
Obi traded,
points.
but Zach
So-
Levine, no,
so-
I don't want him on my team. That guy doesn't know how to play defense, and he takes the worst shots in the NBA.
Obi, IQ, and picks for
No.
I feel
Zach
like they don't
Levine?
play Obi enough in order like for them to just be like, all right, we'll trade him.
I like Obi.
Well,
I
he's
want to
injured.
he
keep
has a
him.
foot sprain.
Yeah,
But
I like him too. And
Give
also
me
with Julius,
IQ, Cam Reddish, and a pick, not for Zach Levine. I want to give up. If I'm taking on Zach Levine, it better be for them to dump salary and they're giving me picks. Because that guy's
what
terrible.
about Regina?
That
What
guy's
about trying
terrible.
what about trying to get Pat Bev from the Lakers?
I don't think he'd
For
help.
he
No.
will imagine him in this market.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
Lord,
yeah, our defense is
Our
fine, and we
defense
already
is
have
good.
dogs. We need
We don't
guys
need
that can
Pat
shoot
Bev. Our
off the
defense
ball,
is fun.
which we've never had.
I mean,
We need like whatever today's version of JJ Redick is.
Yeah. Or like just be like Grant Williams on the
Ingles,
Quinn
Celtics.
Grimes.
Like guys that could hit the three ball and play defense.
like a Duncan
Ingles.
Robinson.
Yeah, he can't play defense, but he could shoot it.
Duncan Robinson's also getting paid a
Yeah.
stupid amount of
Ingles.
money to sit on
But
the
the
Heat
Knicks
bench.
love that. Knicks love overpriced players.
I don't know. Yeah, like ideally Grant
That's my
Williams is what
point.
I'm talking about.
go ahead. This is why you're here,
Or
bud.
like Sam
Hey,
Housen. All right, what was our topic? We kind of went a little off there.
I can't tell if the Heat are good or not. Like I only watch Knicks games. I cannot tell if Tyler Hero is a real player.
Oh yeah, I
cannot
saw
tell
your
if
tweet
Heat
the
are
other
good.
day. Yeah, you want to run through James's tweets from the week?
No, before we do that, Mike White's out again.
Yeah.
And he made an interesting comment the other day about like why does a doctor need to clear him to play? What do you guys think about that? If an athlete wants to go out and play, feels like he could go out and play, should he just be able to, or does the team have the authority? Obviously, they have the authority to, but should they keep someone out?
I think yes, because if
Yeah, absolutely.
if he has a broken rib, right, and he gets sacked in the gets helmet to chest, right, and that rib completely breaks and punctures his lung and has a collapsed lung, and we're looking at someone who's about to die on the field, then the team becomes liable. So it's up to the team and the coaching staff and the doctors to be like, you got to save the player from the player.
I don't think the team's liable for anything though. I think it's
You know,
the player knows the risk of going out there. You went to like 25 doctors. I feel like a player should, if the player wants to risk it,
No.
he should be able to.
no, the team is liable because like what happened with Tyrod Taylor on the Chargers? He had a broken rib.
But that was different. That was a team doctor that messed up a procedure.
Yeah, but like
This
he's
is
still
just-
making the
this-
team liable because he represents the team.
Yeah, but this is just doctors giving opinions. Like if Tyrod Taylor wanted to
Yeah,
play
but it's
after
also
getting
like the
a punctured lung, he probably.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
He-
saying. Like they shouldn't base it off the players. They should base it off the doctors that are giving like the actual like.
Did he get cleared
Medical
by any
diagnosis.
Yeah.
doctor or none?
I think it's a lot worse than what the public's saying. Like the hits he took in Buffalo were like not okay hits. Like I'm not saying they were illegal, but like he was taking pops and he kept on coming back in because he knew his career's on the line. So, but I think it's a lot worse. Like probably bruised lung, probably something damaged. But like if he's not getting cleared for that, it's more deep than we're saying. But
Of course. Do you guys think? Question. You guys think Zach did enough to get the starting job back last week?
I think he should go the rest of the season
Oh no.
and see what happens.
yeah.
No.
Well, at this point, like if he doesn't
It's-
play well and loses tomorrow, the season's over anyway. So you might as well leave him
So
out there.
based off
Exactly.
yesterday, do you think that if Mike White was healthy, he deserves to start this week?
Yeah, Mike White's played
I don't.
well enough to.
Mike White deserves to start on Thursday if he was healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. Of course.
I disagree. I'm sorry. I like
See,
Mike
James,
White, but I
here's the thing
disagree.
though. Like Zach Wilson, yeah, he looked good, right? But majority of the time, he looks terrible. And Mike White has won some good games for the Jets. For a team that's trying to win now, you're not trying to risk it with a guy who can go out there and throw 4 picks and lose you the game and lose you the season. You're
But I
trying to
don't
get
think-
a guy who you know has a good chance of winning you the game.
I don't think the Jets are trying to win now, though. They weren't supposed to be
James,
this good this year. They have a
expectations
great young core.
change during the season. It doesn't matter if we didn't expect to make the
Yeah,
playoffs. When we
they're
saw
gonna.
how good our defense is and how good the rest of our team is, the expectations became playoff or bust.
And their defense is still so
NFL
young.
in the NFL,
We're
that's
gonna
not
have
a
the
good
same.
argument because the
It
average
is
career of a
because you can
player
look at
is
our O
3
line.
years.
Okay,
The
well, let me
average career of
speak.
a player is 3 years.
No, you could look at
Our
our
O-line's
our
going to
O
be
line,
absurd next
and you
year
can say the same thing.
if
You
they're
just make
healthy.
the same excuse.
But like, look
It's
at what Chris is
yeah,
saying. We're already looking at
if
next
they're
year. So what's the
healthy.
point? Like,
If they lose tomorrow, we
One
will
good
be.
thing is on the injury front, Corey Davis wasn't on the injury report today. And in games, I'm taking out the Denver win and the Buffalo loss because he got injured early in both of those games. In every other game he's played, we're 5-3 this year. So he's definitely a key on third downs. You know where he is on the field because he's always getting targeted on third down. So that's a big key for Zach Wilson to have him. 5-2
Well, I think this is the one.
Zach Wilson's 5-0 in games that he plays with Corey Davis in there.
This is the way I'm looking at it. If we lose tomorrow, there's no point in not starting Zach Wilson because at least if he sucks for the last couple games of the season, then we'll know that he's not our guy, and then we can see what we want to do with quarterback in the offseason, and then we'd have a plan. But if he does well and performs, then we know that he's capable of being a starting quarterback in this league. There's no sense in starting Mike White, especially if we lose tomorrow for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
he
point.
did
You
that
just let
last
the guy
year.
heal
He
and run
played
it back in
okay,
the
and now say he
offseason.
goes and plays okay again. Who's to know he doesn't do the same crap that he did this year? We're
Crap
only
did he do this
comfortable
year? He
throwing
had
the
one
ball
bad game
17
versus the
times.
Patriots.
I have.
That is,
That's not on
no,
him.
it's because he's
That's
incapable of doing it.
that's LaFleur being
I have.
stupid.
I have one. I have
That's
one
not true.
statement,
He
and
threw it
then
like
like
50 times.
and then a question for Mike. So my statement is, and this is not a knock on Zach, but like we'll see if he plays the last 3 games of the year. What if he just like can't compute the information? Like, I'm not calling him stupid, but what if from the snap to play, he's not like computing what's going on? Like, what if he in college he's running around scrambling, doing like literally chaos, right? But when he just doesn't let a play develop, like what if he has Garrett Wilson on a slant route where 90% of the time that's going to go for big yardage or a touchdown because that's how talented Garrett Wilson is. Like, I think that's what we have to see. If Zach can't compute the information, then we cut him in the offseason or trade him for a 4th or a 3rd round pick and then move on. Like, that's what we need to find out because
I don't think that's his issue though. Like
He can't hit a 5.
All reports are that when he's not in the Hamptons, he's a film junkie. That's been what the rumor is. Last game, especially, he was making the throws he should have. He wasn't making them, but he was throwing the ball where the defense was giving it to him. He just missed throws over the middle to Wilson, or he missed that screen pass to Barrios that everyone's talking about. Like he's throwing it where the play was given, where the Lions defense was giving it to him. He just wasn't completing the throws that a normal NFL quarterback makes 99 times out of 100.
I feel like his decision making is terrible personally. Like, yeah, you're talking about that Lions game, but overall, watching him, the balls that he's throwing, it's just like he's not. I feel like he's not looking at like the whole field, and he just kind of has a play set in his mind, and he's throwing it. Like, I just feel like he still has that rookie is not still used to the NFL like kind of mentality. And I think his decision making needs to get better. But if you guys lose the game tomorrow and you lose a couple more games, like, and if you're definitely out of the playoffs, then yeah, run him the whole season, and then his decision making will get better, and he'll get used to actually like NFL play more. But like,
I'm fine with
just
that.
because he's been injured or terrible, yeah, I guess he's not getting a fair shake. But he needs to get more like he needs to develop better.
So here's
I think the biggest mistake was benching him. I really think that was a move that killed our season. And why are you shaking your head, Mike?
because I genuinely think like
one with
a lot of Jet fans are either both ways or seeing either Zach Wilson plays the same game as Mike White and calling him piece of shit, and Mike White plays the same game and calling him the next Tom Brady, or vice versa. We're dealing with the same quarterback in my opinion. I just don't know where. Okay,
Mike White's not. Mike White's not as mobile.
Zach
that's not
Wilson
the
doesn't
point.
run
Mike White's
anyway.
not as mobile
But
as
it
Zach
doesn't
Wilson.
matter.
It's not the same.
Barely.
I mean,
He
He
should run.
scrambles. That last game versus
He
the
needs to
Lions,
run
he
more.
kept that whole play alive. You can't name 10 quarterbacks in
I
the
have
league
a
that are
question
doing that. What he did
for
on
the
that last
guest.
play.
Holy crap! No, because you
Can't
already
make a
made your
point?
points. Okay, all right. Here's the question, Mike.
Go ahead.
You're a Falcons fan, correct?
Yes.
Your season's virtually done, correct? More
Technically,
or
no,
less.
but it probably is.
Okay, so in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Who are you going for? Because projected mock drafts are saying you're either going for defensive positions, maybe a quarterback, or maybe a player like Bijan, right?
Right.
If you're the GM of the Falcons, who are you taking?
Right now, no clue because Desmond Ritter has played one NFL game. He didn't look good, but that was also his first game. But he's going for the rest of the season because I think Mariota's away from the team now or something. So like
He got surgery. He's done.
he got surgery. That was it. Oh, I heard he was having a kid. I don't even know. I saw so many
Did
different
you
things.
report that, or I didn't see that on your Twitter? Weird.
But
I don't report anything on this.
but regardless, I need to watch the rest of the season with Desmond Ritter, and then like if he stays terrible, then I'm like, all right, yeah, then forget him. Let's get a quarterback because there's gonna be a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft class. But if he ends up being good and he's someone that we could possibly see as our franchise quarterback, then I think we have to go all in on defense because our defense every year is so bad, and we only have Grady Jarrett, AJ Terrell, and the rest are bums. So right now, I couldn't answer that for you. I'm hoping he'll be good, but we'll see.
Okay, cool, dope.
Yeah.
Thank you for my fellow.
Seem like I just don't get it. You say something and you don't want us to respond. Like it doesn't make
What?
sense to me. Or like you respond to something I say, and then I'm an asshole for trying to respond to what
Wait.
you said to my
Wait, hold
point.
on, pause. What is the context here? You just like blurred.
Because that whole situation was, I said something about Zach, you responded, and then when I tried to respond, you
James, I
you
think
flipped
we're
out.
I think we
It was-
moved
it
on
was,
from that,
you
bud.
know,
I think
Yeah,
I think we built the bridge, get over it.
No, but I just wanted to bring it up. I just wanted to. Right, but I wanted to bring up the situation. I don't know. I thought it was a
Good
little.
stuff, James.
whatever.
That's how I can.
Last topic today, guys. We got about 8 minutes left here. David wanted to talk about was the Patriots play the worst play you've ever in history, right? You said, David. My take on it is I don't really care. I just wanted to point out that 3 Patriots players took accountability for that play, and Zach Wilson didn't take accountability for that game against the Patriots. Just want to say, Mac Jones said it was his fault, Ramondre said it was his fault, and Meyer said it was his fault. That's accountability for all pretty much. They're pretty young players.
My answer is no. My answer is no because there was that Colt like Sunday night game where they had like 2 people on the line and a quarterback, and everyone's spread out, and there's like 3 guys ready to snap. I think it was a punt or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's worse because it was an actual play design. But like this one was just a boneheaded move all around, I think.
And we all know damn well it wasn't Matt Jones' fault.
I feel bad
What's
for
that guy
Mac
gonna
Jones.
do?
Like they
You know?
stripped him of his offensive coordinator. They gave him a guy who's never even coached on the offensive side of the ball to call the plays, and then that happens with Chandler Jones just throwing him to the ground when he tries to stop the play from happening.
I mean, honestly, that whole play
What's the point
reminds
I'm
me of
gonna do?
James. Just completely out there, kind of.
I'm so just rent free in your head. Like it's ridiculous. Like, do you think of me
Absolutely.
before you go to bed?
Well, anyway, here's
Like-
my take on it.
Right.
In terms of a player actually making a play, I think that might be the worst play in NFL history. But if we're talking coaching moves, because that had nothing to do with coaching, then easily the worst play in NFL history is Seahawks Patriots when they threw the ball instead of running it. Like when I think of what is the worst play ever, that's what I think of. but that was also a coaching move. So this is different because it was a player move.
Well, it is kind of a coaching move because you're not gonna if you're just gonna run it up the middle, you just kneel the ball down and go to overtime.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't consider this worst plays. I think one of the worst play calling was halftime of the Super Bowl, Falcons Patriots.
oh, we're bringing that up now. Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh.
That's actually wild. that we bring that up.
Actually, since we have Mike on here, we should really talk about the Colts blowing that. We were recording and the Colts were up 33-0, and then Matt Ryan it's like uncanny.
Yeah, you just gotta feel bad for the guy at this point. I mean, like, it's nothing. I don't know. I just feel bad for him. But yeah, 33-0. He owns the two biggest blown leads in NFL history. It's sad. It's sad to see. I just want the best for the guy. So yeah, it was very heartbreaking to see that for him.
Would you welcome him back to
With
Atlanta next year?
with open arms.
I mean, I would welcome back like him or Julio any day of the week. It's never going to happen. And also, like, I think we're going all in on a young quarterback. Maybe he can help him develop because Mariota's not going to do shit. But, like they're just legends to our team. So I'd welcome back him or Julio any day of the week.
I heard that Deion Sanders actually left his job at Colorado and he's going to go coach the Falcons.
Is that like a
That'd be
joke
crazy.
or?
Yeah.
I wish.
0 for 1. Mike and Dave are combined 0 for 2 tonight
But
on the pod.
but yeah, so that's all I have for that. But
Oh,
wait. We didn't get to the main topic. Like all of David's main topics are.
Oh yeah, the
walked over.
tweets, David.
I need 3 good tweets that had David left either speechless or honestly moved. Go ahead, David.
I'm not prepared. I talked about the Kelly Clarkson one. James, what song was that?
You didn't read it though. You didn't read it.
It's Underneath the Tree. Wait, I'll just find the actual tweet.
Oh, I did see that.
Great
yeah.
song, unreal song. It got like
I don't get
27
any
likes.
likes.
Too, like
Well,
8
he
retweets.
lobbied for
So,
the Red Sox to trade for Rafael Devers, like they would ever. I mean, the Yankees to trade for Rafael Devers.
'Cause he owns the Yankees, that guy.
Are they going to center the trade around IKF, James, like they tried to do with?
I would hope. IKF and Donaldson.
Super teams don't work in sports nowadays, even in baseball. Do not be fooled. Just watch when the Mariners or Cardinals win it all this year.
Any good ones?
I mean, that's pretty good. Not as good as the
Is Aaron Judge actually the captain of the Yankees?
David, and you've been living under a rock.
Yes. Oh yeah, and can we talk about what Mike said before we started? He said that it's nice of the Yankees to name Aaron Judge the captain after the Mets signed Kurre, as if this whole press conference wasn't planned for like 3
Isaiah
weeks.
Hardenstein is Nikola Jokic.
He was unreal last night. I don't know.
I
if you guys
didn't
watched,
watch.
but
Can we
TNT
stop
the
spoiling?
TNT
I have to
announcers
watch
were
it.
literally-
Kelly Clarkson did not fuck around
Okay,
when
you
she
didn't watch
wrote
the-
Underneath the Tree. Let me tell you.
Oh my god! You actually tweet this?
He's unreal.
Oh my god!
Wait,
He's
David.
unreal.
David, can you read who either fun people who either retweeted it or liked it? Go ahead.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who can see it because I'm the only one who likes or retweets them.
No, that Kelly Clarkson one got like 28.
Yeah, the retweets are probably Steve Rendell on
Like
8
28
burner
likes.
accounts.
It was
Shout
unreal.
out Steve, by the way. Miss him. Don't want-
And Alfred.
Yeah, and Alfred, and you're probably still trying to get $10 free bets out of him for no reason.
No, I don't sports bet anymore.
That's gas.
So it's not-
All right, we're just about at that time, guys.
But yeah, don't sleep on underneath the tree. Kelly Clarkson.
Oh,
Check
happy
it out.
winter
It's good stuff.
solstice. That's I didn't. How did I not realize that?
Oh, we have a game tomorrow, guys.
Wait, David, do you celebrate privately?
Yeah, pretty privately. It's the shortest day.
Mike, are
It's
you
the shortest
playing?
day
Mike,
of the
are you-
year, so it's a good. It's
Yeah.
It's,
I mean,
Mike, are you playing tomorrow?
yes, James.
No, Mike
Oh
Curry.
no, I don't think so.
Why are we talking about our own personal lives on a podcast? I just really don't get that. James, what did you have for dinner? Like,
I had roast beef.
James, ate that
It
meat,
has-
bro? You ate that meat? Go ahead, James.
It was dry. What?
Huh?
All right, guys. I think we're good today.
That's the end that there. Thank you to David, to all of his contributions. Thank you to our guest, Mike Kurre. We'll like to have you back any single time. Next week, I'll try to get Doublefoot on for his weekly takes on basically anything, and maybe he'll do a live trade on the
on the
pod.
podcast. All right.
Could I negotiate? Could I negotiate with him on the podcast?
Sure.
Please do.
You
Please
can
do.
take your team back and negotiate a deal. All right, guys. Signing
Well,
off.
All right.
Thank you guys for
All right,
having
signing
me.
off.
Sorry about the technical
Of course.
issues, but it was a pleasure
Peace.
being on.
All right.
Yes, sir. Peace. God bless.
Bye.
See you, boys.